meditative headed, takes credit for the human switching between dimensions. We're in the third, move past words, and like octaves we merge into higher frequencies between realities. And when you turn your head to take a look at what you're leaving behind, you'll see the structure of the whole species expressed as one soul. It's the structure of the whole species expressed as one soul. These magnets pull our auras to glow before us. I never knew electric fields could be so gorgeous, but nature knows. As nature grows, it doesn't know, it only sucks until the nectar's full. Like bees, our sense of magnetism expands beyond the visual spectrum, enough to collapse any needs to bend it, to visualize the colors that we can never see with our eyes. We must converge on perspectives beyond life. Ain't no gates to the gate beyond, but I'ma warn you, this journey may be long. When you just leave yourself, your pupils are just gel. No sense, no language, just feel. Leave yourself, your pupils are just gel. No sense, no language, no real. Leave yourself, your pupils are just gel. No sense, just feel. Just feel. Lift as if you're on the other side of dreams. Everything as it seems is but a beam. Time is but a definition. High is what is given when mind surpasses nature's limit. No more natural, only universal. No more body, there is only your soul. Rise in a fractal spiral. You try to smile, but you feel as though you're but a file in a processor with trails of your predecessors' dimensions lead. A lake that reminds you of the being that is your reality. Ride so high, the tone in your ears can't hear, but your soul feels the notes. Socrates said God is 2 octaves above man. Now we're 12 octaves and climbing like goddamn. Above the above, all I know is love, but I can't clutch, change gears. I'm speeding up, keeping it up. My reason is what? My being's just a breath in a gut. Heavens are but clouds of dust that I can't comprehend the color of. The overview that overcomes you is pulling away and pulling away and pulling away out in the outer space. Your entire vision is enveloped by a vein and a leaf. Keep on pulling away, you will see a tree, seem serene, both risen and deep, as blue as the sea and green as that leaf. Now, I see a round table, infinitely large, sitting infinitely close. With these entities of energy, we're moving with the breeze. No place, so we're floating blissfully. Literally no man's land of the free. My pineal gland named the pineal land. I was a fist, now I'm out of the hands. Under the understand, conceiving is believing. No seeing, Genesis like the Garden of Eden. Near is the beginning, love is that one seen within. With expansion of the prism comes a rainbow past the vision. We're all dancing with the rhythm, strumming 20 different instruments. Money isn't in the mix, giving is all that you get. Some may call it psychedelic, others call it psychoactive. I just see humans all in touch with our consciousness collective. This gathering is festive, our beings in the heavens. We can get into the shifting of dimensions. Leave yourself, your pupils are just gel. No sense, no language, no rail. Leave yourself, your pupils are just gel. No sense, no language, just feel. Just feel. Just feel. May we kick this, getting jiggy with it. Spread this information far out of the city limits. Staying fresher than a hippie kitchen. Y'all snitches like the snatches of promiscuous women. What? No, not I'm kidding. Not for dissing, just speaking to give you visions with no hallucinogens. Yes, hey, that's a euphemism for you to use the prism within your third eye to see when you listen. Just be, take a visit. Once we stay attentive, there's a collective meaning to the spitting. I let nada show me the way to primordial brain. See all linked and know my part in this chain. I see logos and we. If I can attain the unattainable, leave fire and all variables breeze through all animal scene. From the frantic to the chance of dancing with the fairy. fabric that's happening. Chi, a self-similar force arranges rose petals to drink rain and light. Designs neurons and plankton for the orchids with vibe. Add okra, sunflowers, music scales, clawny figures, all products of time and space, sharing traits of a geometric, almost mind state, separate from any life, behaving as a harp with no player but vibrating. Are these examples of the arm of divine or evil's charm? Not convinced? I could keep going on and on. Like a snail shell, the earth is one with the hell, the drum and the bumper, one with the scale. Patterns in nature are sure to compel, i.e. honeycombs, clovers sink through the ground, tuned in a logarithmic notes. Shrooms, I mean veggies, cabbage, stupid, I joke. Moving slow, but that's relative. Adding coral, that's a labyrinth. City blocks, leopard spots, patterns in the sands, African. Of this some adamant, straight out of the emerald tablet. Glowing from the heart and the passion. In the space between the atoms lies a powerful attraction. Plasma fields eternally active in the web of arachnid. Like water to fishes that isn't able to tell the difference with the pattern recognition. In soul with pulsation, there's desire to wake, and there's desire that's enslaving. Not by that which the eye can see, but by that which the eye can see. Not by that which the mind can think, but by that which the mind can think. Not by that which the eye can see, but by that which the eye can see. Not by that which the mind can think, but by that which the mind can think. But by that which the mind can think. Not by that which the mind can think. Papa D. I choose to live to entertain all of these hippies, from the mountain men, suburban kids to my people in the city. Dedicate this to the individuals, remain original, live, give, get, and represent by your own principle. Love what you listen to, reach your own pinnacle, build your name until it's big enough to break the system loose. While you're lost, see your own cause, learn to feed your body the way you wanna be feeding your thoughts. But why so vague? Where do we start? Take a long look at your day and pick it apart. Take a long look at your day and pick it apart. Take a long look at your day and drop what you believe in. Heighten your reason and know your day begins with your evening. So take a look at what you're eating. Is it fresh? The best your money and effort could let be spread inside of your family's chest. It will become your flesh. But to those with less, or so close to none, but haven't learned the way to simply live off of your hands. Haven't learned the way to simply live off of your hands. Use your fingers to pick up that flower. That flower is so much more important than that internet router. It holds the power to give this world unlimited infinite watts of electricity. What would hinder we to get off of our soapbox? Make this world we're preaching so vividly. Make this world we're preaching so vividly. We are one, nothing to do but love. So stuck in between, not giving a fuck. We won't listen up, live it up, give nothing up. Is that what we want for our daughters and sons? To be the information repeater society wants them to become. But what do we want to become? What do we want to be rid of? Stripped of rights, dignity, these beliefs. Would you rather die than change what you eat? Would you give a life for 1,000 others, or would you survive and let so many suffer? Would you rise up and become your own shepherd, or would you give up what's right for something better? These are just thoughts, interpret them as you want. If life was chess, these thoughts determine whether or not you're a pawn. But reality is about we, so see no enemy. But reality is about we, so see no enemy. Reality is about we, so see no enemy. Reality is about we, so see no enemy. Reality is about we.
Hello, beautiful squiggly world. Need nothing more than tunnels warping every chord you hold is you and yours, engulfed by both pen and sword. This world is coarse, water goes in its course, and of course this pattern just like sandpaper morphs. Wow, it's as if the words are jumping off the page, wiggling, they party and be in a maze. Leave me amazed, seeing my place, path of least resistance and frames. Keep my spirit by me, just another tooth in the eternal wheel. Cascade my water to eternal mills, furnish skills for interdimensional gills. Wormhole status, witness universes, autographics burn the acid. If only my eyes could hold open long enough to establish this portal's practice. I'm shooting through it, move, boom, shoom, quicker than doom. Picking the splinters out the walls of existence. Path no resistance, all envisioned, all encrypted, none in all origin. There's more within this tilt and spin warps until the until is yet. Everything equations but a silliest guess. In stillness and breath, ghost silhouettes boogie breaking it down, killing it, grooving up every strum of the bass, drilling it. Rock the funkin' world's a sure to turn in the illest spin. All of a sudden still again, give a gift of Ozric Tentacles again. Never seen tunes so overwhelmingly serene. Smells as real as daffodils. It's these melodic, distorted, distracted heat that of drum circles, rhythm and beat. When following the tempo lifts you off your feet, and what you've been chasing scares you away. Picture oblong shapes, it goes oblong shapes, oblong shapes, it goes oblong shapes, oblong shapes. We say oblong shapes, oblong shapes, oblong shapes. Immersed in the infobesity, learn gigabytes of data seamlessly, transmissions instant easily. When you blink, what you miss is oceans of distance, which is our spectrum's equivalent of the seduction of the mistress of incidents. She breaks, see her walk, ball of fist, clench your teeth, focusing when she approaches. Get your full attention, symbols of an obvious message. Put your saga in question, as if you're about to blow dust. Sketches etched, lying in the end, as you lay and hatch the egg. Owner calls your name to catch the fetch. Every time the pendulum ends, and when the pendulum gets to where the pendulum ends, I see tetrahedra all around the atmosphere, and it reflects on Mother Nature like another loving mirror. It reflects on Mother Nature like another loving mirror. Oblong shapes, it goes oblong shapes, oblong shapes. We say oblong shapes. Hello, beautiful squiggly world. This moment, squeeze your fingers with me, hold this moment, this moment, this moment. Squeeze your fingers with me, hold this moment. This goes to the chosen, the folks ferocious, but no one's below them, not to be noticed. Sweet as diet soda. I'm at the radio station we all love, the Hertz tuning of awesome. Cymatic pattern of a supernova, the emotional Casanova. Feeling of the third mimosa once I approached her. You could tell that I sense it, my mind's erect as a sailor on the set or any man. And girl, you effortlessly, 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 effortlessly. Make my blood pressure 50, so I can savor your sexy, whimsically christened philosophy. Let's do this business risky. Blow this joint just so I can blow a joint and I can hear you better anyway. Converse with me, learn with me, search with me, venture on a journey to tits and mountains of 1,000 neurons, flirting with the edge of your scully. Maybe the edge of the earth should get my mind going like worries, throbbing harder than surgery. Give us the courage to traverse through the wilderness of our psyche, not as a hermit. Quit the skirmish, forget the temporary and the permanent, and work with it. Give us the courage to traverse through the wilderness of our psyche, not as a hermit. Quit the skirmish, forget the temporary and the permanent, and learn from it. From it, from it, from it. No mess, ain't no cuddling after. Ain't no mess, no cuddling after. Ain't no mess, no cuddling after, I wanna fuck your mind, no mess, ain't no cuddling after. Ain't no mess, no cuddling after. Ain't no mess, no cuddling after, I wanna fuck your mind. This moment, this moment.
Many rappers so rhyme focused, maybe they should start smoking on the rightest of the potents. Or not, just let your tide spin with the ocean. The ways the rhythm, homie. Lucky J now, I ain't lonely growing on this collab remotely. I take my time to staying homely. Never wanna be a house sell name, but keep my name out your mouth, pony boy. Rookies wanna see me on the court and end up like thinking Diamond versus Jordan. Leave you hanging on the porcelain on some metamorphic shit. Alpha beta, I'm so strong with this. Sometimes I'm a moron, yet I manage to walk these mean streets. Keep my meat leave me in the sky. Gonna go around like CDs, OSC 3P, universal like MP3. Whoa, you wonder where the beans be, wonder where the bees be. Buzz along that hive mind freely, sit along those sidelines breathing, swerve through every sidewalk freely. No one at my hive mind meet me, no one in my hive mind meet me, but I'm no one at my hive mind meet me, mind meet me. No one in my hive mind meet me, but I'm no one at my hive mind meet me. No one in my hive mind meet me, but I'm no one at my hive mind meet me. So who the illest in this game? No one. We together run a train just as long as we show up. We gonna fuck a couple speakers with no gloves, share a couple cold ones with an old son. Barking on these whoopers, eat a sub with a little boy hookers. We can grub, gain weight. I feed upon a couple rappers' brains so I can gain weight. Season up the shit, get spice and nice and let the bass bake. These are cups of good surprise, that's what I'm like a gateway to a more layered experience of expression. Fuck it, impressive, effortless, questionless sentences. Mandatory sedative is spiritual disruption. I'll be the psychedelic, clear away your obstructions. You're just an oblong obstacle. Traverse on my tentacles and overcome your audibles. Blame your whackness on the audio. I'll speak something you might have never thought possible. Reach into the cosmos by nautical. Hotter than the mantle. Hands together praying like mantis. Stand still. Make you light as a feather from an anvil. Maybe slug should've swallowed up them shrooms, cause nowadays he looking like his flowers bloomed up. But my lucky ace, he raised the stakes. Now I'm finding how my own flavor tastes. Kinda tangy, just a tad abrasive with some plain grits fatted. That's what suckers coming at me while I'm laughing. It's hard to take you serious while your wifey rides my fatted. I wear a kill so I can dip my scrotum on your granite, and I'll eat her fucking pussy like a crab pattern. No one in my hive mind meet me, but I'm no one at my hive mind meet me. No one in my hive mind meet me, but I know one in my hive mind meet me. Rolling, glowing dice, find reason. Rolling, glowing dice, find meaning. Now I'm rolling, glowing dice, find reason. No one in my hive mind meet me. No one in my hive mind meet me, but I'm knowing that my hive mind meet me. No one in my hive mind meet me, but I'm knowing that my hive mind meet me. Rolling, glowing dice, find meaning. Now I'm rolling, glowing dice, find reason. Rolling, glowing dice, find reason.
Poldor. I, you, we, and I said I, you, we, and we say I, you, we, speak for I, you, we, and it goes I, you, we. Started as a nothing rap, I give a make love who ask. I confuse the other cats, writing targets on their back. I'm learning to fall it back, teaching you to point your worries at more than what'll make your wallet fat. I got what I got, I'm fine with what I lost, more than happy with what I'm gonna cop. Building sewers with pipe dreams has been my thing. I still pursue to all the haters, watch me flying. Nothing more than an audience is what I'm calling in. And as you're listening, I'm taking solace in. Once I picked this up, I knew I'd be hotter than Vivica. Yeah, that's why I rid you of the rap that isn't just. Ain't no reason for violence if there's reason for peace. Like those idols clenched by your Jesus peace. Hip-hop is the Middle East, big ups to those mixing beats. Spitting's always been a battleground lyrically. So go with what you know, don't ever cut it short. Find yourself a quote to love what's yours. Whether you're laying in streets or you live on a farm, just put stocks in a piece when you're playing your cards. Keep a place in your heart for the other people, other creatures. Wear the same scars you hide under ego. I, you, we speak for I, you, we, and it goes I, you, we speak for I, you, we speak for I, you, we, and it goes I, you, we speak for I, you, we. Turned into a something rap, I'm feeling something that's no one's life is perfect front to back. Promise that's a promise kept. Even if it's one of couple left, even if I cannot understand the treble clef. Hate no one I hate, there's got to be another way to embrace the others that can look our way. No one can be right, just accept the sound we like. You don't have to like it, just accept our side. I fight for rights to right, you all fight to bite the pie. What we need to do is fight for what we need to do to like the life. Our life is up and down, our life will wonder how can a voice go listen to from underground? Who's heard these days, those with a beautiful face, those who live a great life in a beautiful place. I got angels that stay, you got something to say. We all got something to maintain a stable plate. Whether you're laying in streets or you live on a farm, just put stocks in a piece when you're playing your cards. Keep a place in your heart for the other people, other creatures. Wear the same scars you hide under ego. Keep a place in your heart for the other people, other creatures. Wear the same scars you hide under ego. I, you, we. I, you, we. I want something but I lost something. I know I got something so I can fly upwind. You want something but you lost something. I know you cost something so you can fly upwind. We want something but we lost something. I know we got something so we can fly upwind. We got a passion, our dream's a magnet, and we're directed to attachment. We got something. Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. Alias. Wait. Poldor. And those dancing thought to be insane by those who couldn't hear the music. It's the same as going with the flow. Ain't no need to know no poses, anti-focus. Just keep your appendages rolling, even flailing. I'ma call it shaking like a jitterbug. Ain't no need to put up a show like we're a cinema. Each one of us is the only one in the universe. Ain't no need to worry about somebody asking why we do this movement for. Like when you take a walk with no destination, get out of the spots, you got yourself caged in. As above, so below, the sun doesn't know how to propel the solar system system's soul. She's the earth stripper's perpetual pose. Like the way festives grow, you can get festive alone. Just rattle our mammoth of a being like with skeleton bones. And it goes Onomatopoeia, onomatopoeia. I'ma leave her shaking like a jitterbug. Fuck me, I'ma leave me shaking like a jitterbug. Fuck her, I'ma leave her shaking like a jitterbug. Shake it. Fuck you, I'ma leave me shaking like a jitterbug. Fuck me, I'ma leave you shaking like a jitterbug. Fuck her, I'ma leave her shaking like a jitterbug. Shake it. Shout out to my underdogs, punching in the clock. Every day they wake up, bow once they doze off. Go bumper clock. What up my roster dogs? Namaste to my yogis, remain anonymous. Fresh like oxygen, abundant like hydrogen. Chilling in the illy chilly like Anakin. Tantalizing them when the cipher spins. Like righteousness, important like in minerals and vitamins. Pity on the pretty ones who make up themselves to belong to the highest bidder, putting money up. We're becoming something while I'm busting the percussion. Pull door, keeps your hearts up and rushing. Everybody jumping in the vision, getting fuzzy when the drum kit aligns with the bass and busting. I'm a barefoot weirdo, loner like a scarecrow, stoner with the eyes low. Wherever I go, remain surprising like a time bomb. Teaching bygones, see nothing but atoms and ions. Why not set the hype off and write off these I-ones? Pushing for the weekend, expand our track claps, rocking the house, dropping the sound. The only down we getting here is getting down. We got lots of laughs, I'm wearing socks and ass. You putting in the new with the old school brought back. Tell me what's up, if it can, put your blunts up. And if you ain't fucking with me, shut the fuck up. We got the blue eyes, and with the loose rhymes. Just a city night, I'm banging with the pretty lights. Who here thinks they a little too weird? I think you just see things too clear. I'm so wayward, you don't know me, so I'm stranger danger. But I got the savory banging flavor that I cater. I'm just showboating my dope focus on my host. Lending me it's time for me to coast. Rolling onto every single road that my mind pleases to go. Just so my disciples may never be alone if I go away. When it's not my day, I lead astray. Wonder if my state of plane is awake. I'ma make my fate, pay my way to live a life shaded rainbow. I'm straight though, I just don't wanna see colors stay gold or white or black. This is coexisting, fighting back those preconceived notions that divide us by the mass. I wanna speak for unity in everyone's community, so I, you, and we can live beautifully. Shake it. Quantic, snakes in the grass. Countless vibrations condensed into one atomic mess. See planets and hair strands, universes in your head. Limited but infinite, this pattern repetition. Running nature's development so simplistic. I listen to these tree leaves, they be me bone and pigment. Sit and live so harmony is nothing but imminent. So intimate with my reflection, find where my ego's kept in. Try to look in its eyes, mention its indefinite affection. Trade sediment, satire, like my insecurities on fire. Feel that's the only way I'll find my higher self that's always hiding just beneath my skin. Commitment between myself and higher self, playing like a violin. The silence is mine to give, I'm vibing with the tribal winds. Try to find the lines these lies will widen with. When I rap words, point my finger backwards. Hope y'all don't really think I do this craft just for telling y'all to change your life. Just trying to make mine right. I'm not saying that I'll try, and I'm not saying that I might, but I'm saying that I will. Even though I got senses making me put people and objects on pedestals, and I know I should let it go. They call it sensory deprived. Now that filter's left behind. Inside I hear a brother shout and testify. Don't be petrified. In the darkness in your head you'll find parts of it being you didn't know. We're so mesmerizing, tantalizing, so surprising. This force is stronger than you might think. I can't comprehend this uprising. When I was just a kid, I lay my little ass on the grass, looked up at the clouds, thought about how fast we're shooting through this space, revolving around something that same things revolving around something that very well could be orbiting another thing. Then I feel that our mass is important and real. Now that I can put it into words, I call it mass appeal. Appeal for the mass. One day it won't be the earth, it'll be the environment of this entire universe. And then I think
still in this vast vessel, and my body's kind of warped. Behind the skies, the stars, and under me is a hard ground upon which I can feel the world revolving wards. It's like vibes and patterns, moves matters. Little did I know the sacred geometry had been past words of the yogi shamans and the universal Brahma Shima, telling y'all to look within yourself, find your God in Greta, dance with Shiva. She's your eternal ballerina. I can promise you that you ain't never seen her. Tetrahedra all around the atmosphere, reflect on Mother Nature like a mirror. Everything is connected, we experience is subjective. These questions, why, how, not to be measured with. The same mind that cultivated the same feelings associated with dealing with issues by sitting in a basement. Create shit, make shit, save kids, take risks, make shifts. You can't make no difference where you sit. Live to be to live. Live free, give leaves to new scenes, new trees, new beliefs. Learning is more than repetition absorbed in. We need to learn, repeat, rethink, and work for our fortune. We are the decider. Never let past mistakes and embarrassments get in the way of our higher self. Draw your own lines. Success is but a life to look with purpose forward, forgetting what you left behind. Words and rhythm isn't always enough to warm your cold days. I'ma hit the streets in my mind, right my old ways. Even though I battle in myself as I unravel, and I see fractals as the key to unlocking a stellar travel. I ask, why does a flower grow? Why is engraved in our bones? Flower doesn't ask why, but I see the patterns show that nature's growth is more perfect than any software on this planet's surface. And if we look hard enough, we can ride with our galaxy's current. Tetrahedra all around the atmosphere, reflect on Mother Nature like another loving mirror. Tetrahedra all around the atmosphere, reflect on Mother Nature like a mirror. 1 for the Buddhists, 2 for the Hindu, 3 for the shamans, 5 for the witch brew. 1 for the Buddhists, 2 for the Hindu, 3 for the shamans, 5 for the witch brew. 1 for the Buddhists, 2 for the Hindu, 3 for the shamans, 5 for the witch brew. Tetrahedra all around the atmosphere, reflect on Mother Nature like another lover mirror. Shadows in the shadows at the fork in every fractal is a decision made by a life, good guy or asshole. Shadows in the shadows at the fork in every fractal is a decision made by a life, good guy or asshole.
These faces look to be distinguished in a scene of English linguists with a need to preach belief as they think it. Smoking copious amounts of opiates, but praying for the society they think is running this planet to be utopias. Focusing on the negative brethren, bumping over the resonance, spitting lightning for a bigger agenda, subliminal messages which call for women and men to ever live again. Suppressing the teachings of the Eastern Zens, they give us the pretense that nobody's bigger than Jesus, and the man who tells you otherwise is a liar, thief until it ceases. The message isn't believed by every face that many see and preach it. Most just go along with traditions just to keep it real, cause that has never changed since the days when it was okay to strike a man just for being gay. That came from one entity that owns the most money presently. At their will is a switch to our energy, but just to do what you're supposed to. Disregard the broke dude, live your life with nothing to be opposed to. But I myself said we should see no enemy. Well, they're not my enemy, not the peasant fee, not the corporate thieves who think we can live without trees. They're me. And if you choose to read between these lines, you won't find knowledge in these rhymes, just knobs to open the gates of facts that might boggle your mind. Of facts that might boggle your mind. Of facts that might boggle your mind. That might boggle your mind. I faded away so deep over dreams, 432 hertz beats, thinking I might fall into a never-ending sleep. I waited so late just like me, mated with fate and was drained from the dang, cause keeping the pace was head lightning. I got ADD and working KFC, it ain't the place to be. Hell, give me a $1 and I'ma be playing in the major leagues. That's not really what I'm favoring, just make my flavor bring angel wings to any women who procreate the kings. And if you choose to read between these lines, you won't find knowledge in these rhymes, just knobs to open the gates of facts that might boggle your mind. That might boggle your mind.
This fiber is then looped and coiled yet again. Leading finally to the familiar shapes known as chromosomes, which can be seen in the nucleus of dividing cells. Chromosomes are not always present. They form around the time cells divide when the two copies of the cell's DNA need to be separated. Using computer animation based on molecular research, we are now able to see how DNA is actually copied in living cells. You are looking at an assembly line of amazing miniature biochemical machines that are pulling apart the DNA double helix and cranking out a copy of each strand. The DNA to be copied enters the production line from bottom left. The whirling blue molecular machine is called helicase.
Don't watch TV. Don't read magazines. Don't even listen to NPR. Create your own roadshow. The nexus of space and time where you are now.
Release the thinking mind in a timeless, mindless vibrance. You know Maya's gonna chime in. Shiva moves into the next horizon. The Shakti alters as reality, keeping instability. This is the experience.
We have to stop consuming our culture.
This is the experience of being alive. Ain't no zenith so high, ain't no need to pacify. See when asking why, visualizing the mechanism you exist in. Remember what resists persists. You're not the thoughts, you're the witness. More answers, less questions. Learn to love the man-made world filtered through the senses.
Reclaim your mind. Where you are now. Just simply means we have to stop consuming our culture. What's really important is, I call it, the felt presence of direct experience.
What's up with the usage of prime quadruplets? Learning about the ruins to ensue an energy revolution. We can cut pollution, serve our world for the Bobbies and the Susans. Cut the thirst for the juices. Frequency represented as a snake, and the sun and the moon on the wavelength climbs up to make a miraculous change. Passing my brain, I would know it's a miraculous strength. Point these currents in directions we can't do it separate. Not by either definition of the Exodus, I'm just saying.
I call it the felt presence of direct experience.
Magnetic reppin', oil representative checking. I put the glue to our society in question in one sentence. Not for only means of imagination, may we use frequency and vibration to change this. Ask any physicist, they'll say the cosmos is expanding. Picture below as above for sake of understanding. Dark matter and energy, both spongy, pockets of nothing but something. Welcome to quantum country. When the sun rises, it rises in every world, on every grain of sand, on every island, every existence. Each is precious as the next in this. Good morning, the world is reborn, and the birds that live above my room are having a party. Electric slotting, shaking, the tail fed the primal, repeating. These bulls to no end, repeating. These bulls to no end, Tauruses to no end, in the birds Taurus. Every particle in the space, every atom in the places, universe is the same but different, limited but infinite. Nothing ever finishes, but where is the significance? We can manipulate it, not like the Enola Gated. Take that power and apply it to an infinite matrix. Manipulate it, not like the Enola Gated, but take that power and apply it to an infinite matrix.